Good morning. Welcome to NTI Day 30. This is our last Read With Me video. So today we're going to read Saving Anna's Family. Christine closed the door to Anna's room. Inside, her friend had fallen asleep while they watched their third movie of the evening. Downstairs, Christine's mom, Donna, was grasping Anna's mother, Sheila, around the shoulders. "We should go," she said. "Get some rest, huh?" Sheila nodded, blew her nose, and then reached an arm out for Christine. Christine snacked her own skinny arm, snaked, sorry guys, snaked her own skinny arm around both women awkwardly, patting them both on the back. On the car ride home, Christine worked up the courage to ask the question on her mind. "Mom, why was Sheila crying?" She thought she knew the answer. Of course, Anna's cancer. Anna had been missing a lot of school, losing hair, and sitting through, Christine knew, hours of chemotherapy sessions in which her doctors dripped poisonous drugs into her veins in order to pinpoint and kill the cancer cells. The poison was never enough to kill Anna herself. Luckily, but she'd told Christine that it left her bones feeling rubbery and her tongue rough and raw. In the past, Anna had been the neighborhood do-gooder, always going door to door for various causes: the local animal shelter, suffering children in Africa, or the families who'd lost their home to fire or foreclosure that she'd seen on the news. Now Anna could barely feed herself, when she had an appetite at all. The doctors had hoped for her recovery. Sheila had told Donna before, because Anna was strong and young and ready to fight. But still, Christine thought it seemed so unfair when bad things like this happened to good people. After a moment, Christine realized her mother hadn't answered her question. "It's Anna, isn't it?" she prompted her. "Well, yes and no," said Donna. "What do you mean?" "Well," Donna trailed off, then looked at her daughter, sitting tall and attentive in the passenger seat. "It's complicated, but I guess you're old enough to understand." "Understand what?" "Understand that Anna is sick, yes, but Anna actually gets a lot of help. The government helps pay for a lot of her medicine. She gets meals delivered to her by a nonprofit. She even gets massages from local volunteers." "Wow!" "Her life's still very hard, of course, and no one would trade places with her. But when you have cancer, everyone can see that you need help," continued Donna. "They don't always see that the people around you are suffering." "People like Sheila?" "Yes, and that's why it's so hard to talk about," said Donna, looking uncomfortable. "Anna's whole family is struggling, and yet they don't want to complain because of poor Anna. They feel invisible." "What do you mean?" "Well, did you know that Sheila took a break from her job to stay home with Anna?" "No." Christine was surprised. She had never thought about who took Anna to her appointments or fed her when she was too weak to lift a spoon. Of course, it was her parents. "Yes, so that means many of the things they used to do with that extra money, pay for braces, vacations, new school supplies, that's all out the window now. Not just for Anna, but for her brothers, too." Wow. Christine looked down at her lap. She remembered spending each summer in a new state park with Anna and her family, exploring the mountains of Yosemite or the beaches of Maine. That was all gone now. For her, too? Yes, they even worried now about keeping the house. Their house? So Anna might have to move while she's sick. While she's sick? Sorry. If she doesn't get better soon and the bills keep piling up. Donna pulled into the driveway and just in time. Her cheeks were shining with tears. She fumbled around the latch to the glove box where she always kept a stash of wrinkled Kleenex. "Mom, we have to do something." Christine balled her hands into her fist, cutting into her palms with the edges of her nails. "Honey, we're not so rich ourselves," Donna said, then buried her face in the tissue. Her shoulders heaved. "I don't know what we can do." "There has to be something," Christine said firmly. "We just have to ask ourselves, what would Anna do?" Okay, so here we have little messages to Jesse, Andres, Emily from Christine. And this is in an email, so the subject regarding Anna. "Guys, Anna's family needs our help. They're low on funds. They might lose their house while they're taking care of Anna. What can we do?" To all, from Jesse and Anna, "I could sell my guitar." To all, from Andres regarding Anna, "We could give them free coffee from my aunt's cafe." Okay, so this is to all from Emily. "Not sure. My dad and I take yummy food to my grandma sometimes. We could bring them some." Okay, this is from Maddie. I could make them a cheer up card in Photoshop. My brother just started teaching me. From Christine. Music, coffee, food, art, all good ideas. Sounds more like a party though. Wait, that's it. Okay, I've got it. Meet me at lunch tomorrow. The day of the party seemed to fly by. After school, the friends lugged a big cardboard box of supplies to Andre's aunt's coffee shop, where Jesse was sitting up his guitar, and Emily and her father were laying out baked goods and soup for sale. Christine pulled out a shoebox they decorated for donations, several photos of Anna they'd printed the day before, and some of the flyers that Maddie and her brother had made to advertise their fundraising bash. At 6 p.m., the friends were surprised to see a line of impatient middle schoolers and their families circling the block, waiting for the party to start. Even everyone who'd been touched by Anna's good deeds, it seemed, had come to return the favor. The animal shelter employees, the families from the news, plus the many kids from school that she tutored or saved from bullying, or just said hello to in the hallway when no one else would. They scarfed down the cookies and they stuffed the donation box. And when Jessie strummed the chords to Anna's favorite songs, they all sang along. Altogether, they raised several thousands of dollars, more money than Christine had ever seen in her life. No wonder Anna loved doing this for people, she thought. It feels amazing. But the best part, she mused later, was when Anna came through the door with her family, lured there with promises of chocolate cake and live music. Sheila saw the photos of Anna on the walls and started to bawl. Anna's brothers couldn't stop laughing and high-fiving their friends. Oh, this is going to be hard to get through, guys. Her dad lingered over the food, lapping up soup like he hadn't had a home-cooked meal in weeks. And Anna, wrapped in a blanket and tucked into a booth, just sat there smiling as Christine held her tightly. I was never going to give up, Anna whispered to her friend, but I was afraid they were going to. They were going to. She kissed Christine on the cheek. Now I know that they've got a reason to keep going too. They know that they've got a family to look out for them, to take care of them when they're too tired, Anna said. They know that they're not invisible anymore. No way, Christine said, motioning to the group of teenagers who had come to her aid, to the room full of neighbors all singing together. We're all family. I think, said Anna, that they see that now. So that is very sweet. So the whole community came together. All right, guys. So let's look at our multiple choice questions. You're going to, like always, make sure that you underline the support. You can put the paragraph number next to it. And you want to use the process of elimination to narrow down your answers. Then on our short answer questions, let's look. Why is Anna's family having money problems? So here you can restate answer, underline the site. Why does Anna's family feel invisible? Same thing with number 8. So RA, underline the C. And then number 10, were Christine and her friends able to help Anna's family feel less invisible? Explain why and how. Support your answer with information from the passage. So this one should be RAC because it does tell to make sure that you support your answer using evidence. So you want to make sure that you include the C, not just underline it, but you need to write what was it that they did. And then in your E, you want to talk about, all right, how did that help them feel less invisible? Okay. All right, guys. So that is our last NTI day. Read with me. Yay. I'm so excited to be done. I know you guys are too. Thank you all so much for all the hard work. And hopefully we won't ever have to do NDI days again. All right. I love you guys. I will see you all hopefully soon. May 15th, we're picking up our report cards and all that good stuff. So I hope to see you there so we can wave and say I love you from afar. Bye, guys.